First real storm of the season happened, and there's snow everywhere, and it caused a lot of cancellations. So I thought I'd come just have a look. I'll go up main trails, so there'll be some boot pack in the snow. All right, first creek crossing. The rocks are exposed, but yeah, not bad. So far, so good. So yeah, it's been a lot of this packed snow for the past mile, like I said, since mile 2. Here we are at the log bridges, which are clear. Might be slippery. And here's the junction for Lone Pine Lake now, down that way. So we'll cross into the Whitney zone now in a bit, and then yeah, carry on. There was a lot of snow here, but luckily it's been a few days of people hiking. Mile 3, Whitney zone. It's a little more icy now. Been encountering a lot of spots where it was like melting and dripping from trees, so there'll be a sudden really slick icy spot. Entering Bighorn Park now. I keep my red light on because I'll assume there will be people camped up at Outpost Camp when I'm walking through. This is the other water crossing at the top of Outpost Camp. The rocks are exposed. Might be a little icy, but no, it's good. Here's the water below Mirror Lake. Here's the cutoff trail for Mirror Lake. Continuing up main trail. Hear a lot more wind now. Starting to feel it too. Past Mirror Lake, we start to get up on top of the rocks here and be more exposed to the wind. So I might put a layer on now. Alright, got my grid fleece on, feeling a little more cozy. If it's windier up when I get on the rocks, I'll put my shell on already. You know what, screw it. I'm hearing a lot of wind. I'm gonna put my shell on now so I don't have to stop again in 5 minutes. Here, I'll put my white light on for a moment to kind of illustrate the trail conditions. This probably got pretty soft during the day. I can see some post holing, and then you can see people's marks. There's a lot of spots like this where there was clearly a lot of drift and freeze thaw or thaw freeze. Alright, let's keep going. Climbing up the last step before Trailside Meadow, and the trail kind of looks like this now. It's like deep footprints and people post holing, but I can follow these footprints for now. Alright, at trail camp, I can see some lights and some tent reflections. I'm gonna keep my red light on so I don't disturb people. Okay, past the trail camp, and kind of approaching, or basically at the very bottom of the switchbacks. I found some good boot pack that's pretty much following the trail, so that's a good sign. If this stays, that would be nice. So far, route finding on the switchbacks has been easy. There's places like this where some boot pack goes that way, but I've just been following the majority. Snow is really perfect packed powder and powder. So powder on the side, packed powder. Hey, so yeah, it's good for me right now. That's why I'm here at 3 in the morning. So the snow would be in this condition. It'll be very different during the day. Right, here we are, the world famous cables. So yeah, the drift is here, but solid boot pack, no big deal. All right, here's the top of the cables. Yeah, really solid boot pack. Let's turn around and look at it. But yeah, who knows what's going to happen to this during the day. It'll go through lots of thaw and freeze, but lots of other people will stomp on it. Looks like it's going to be pretty drifty to the top, but broken trail. A lot of switchbacks where it kind of disappears entirely, and there's like a cut path that's more prominent than the route. But yeah, so a few places like this already. There we go. I'm gonna pull out my ice axe just so I can have a walking cane. Traction wise, I'm fine. All right, put my snow pants, whatever, shells on, and my gaiters, because I'm starting to encounter new drifts. It's so cold that everything's powdered up, and the breeze is causing a spin drift. And in the trench, in the boot pack, there's new drift that I'm plowing through because there's no one in front of me apparently. So yeah, I'm all prepped now. I should really have my white light on. Oh well, sorry. So yeah, this is the steep bit before trail crest, right before trail crest. That little traverse. Solid boot pack, and it's not too icy down there. So yeah, not too treacherous. Alright, have to hit record with my nose now because I'm wearing gloves at the junction with John Muir Trail. Here we are. We came from Whitney Portal and we're on our way up to Mt Whitney, 1.9. And it is 1.9. Don't scratch the sign because you think it isn't. Here's the JMT, some footprints. I don't see any lights down there, so I can't tell. Doesn't look like anyone on their way up from the JMT side. I can't see yet, looking like forward up trail, if there's anyone ahead of me up top. When I get a little past more of this sort of trail cresty section and I can see the back slope, then I'll be able to tell if there's any lights up on the slope. But so far no one. I'm gonna turn this off with my nose again. So far, this whole section along trail crest on our way to the back slope has been kind of arguably maybe a little less snowy than the switchbacks. There's some sections like this that are like big drifts and it's pretty trenched, but there's boot pack all the way through it. You know, just kind of like it is in the spring, but a little easier because it's not so icy. Yeah, so it's interesting to see, yeah, where it drifted, where it sat, you know. But there's been sections where it's just rocky and not even any snow, and then a lot of sections obviously like this with snow. But so far only a small handful with the big drifts like that. Also, I can sort of see up towards the back slope now. And I don't see any lights. You can't see anything, but so that implies there's no one in front of me, but I don't know, we'll see. It's kind of hard to tell because, you know, this boot pack looks quite fresh. There's no drift in it, but there's also like no wind back here. It was getting pretty windy up on the switchbacks and there was like fresh drift filling this stuff, but it's not windy here, so this boot pack could be from yesterday during the day left over because it looks like really fresh, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, I'll see. I'll just keep moving up and I'll see. I'll go through one of these sections with my bright light. Wow, I just completely operated that with my nose. Switch to the camera, switch to the video, and switch to the wide angle and hit record, all with my nose. Okay, so here's the situation looking down. You know, so there's snow down the couloirs for sure, but there's drift, but there's boot pack along like these sections. So again, there's going to be more snow this coming week, I think Wednesday, and then there's going to be another snow thing at the end of the month, right near the end of October. So, and it's going to stay like relatively cold up top here, near freezing. So there may be like freeze thaw and then more snow. So, whoops, now I'm sitting in a snowbank. Yeah, I'm just rambling. So there may be, what I'm saying is this might stick. Like this might be it for the year, for November, October, November. In any case, you know, it may just continue like this. We'll see. So yeah, anyway, feeling chatty, but yeah, this is the conditions here. It's just kind of on and off. Drifts with boot pack. All right, nose operated again. This looks a nice spot to shoot again. Give you a bit of a view. Yeah, so it's just been a lot of this. I'm gonna flip my hand so I can get my ice axe in here. Even though there's nowhere to really fall here, you're not gonna go sliding out of control. It's soft snow that's not that deep, so you know, the deadly sliding feature isn't right there, but you need to be careful, obviously. Yeah, so here we are. Just more of this. It's been easy for me. I have great layers. I'm super comfortable. I'm wearing winter alpine boots. So yeah. On the back slope proper now. So I kind of consider the whole section from the trail crest sign all the way along that section as you go past all the arêtes. I consider all of that trail crest. And then you're on the Mt Whitney's back boulder slope once you've passed all those arêtes and stopped traversing that, you know, ridge or crest. I'll probably just tune in at the summit if I make it, because it's pretty much a pain to bring the phone out. Okay, at the summit. Whew. Nice. See if anyone's inside. No one is inside. But people left all the garbage here. No thank you. Maybe I'll sign. Might as well walk out here a bit before I take shelter. Getting late. I mean, it's 6 a.m. when I got up here. I left the trailhead at 10 p.m., so that's 8 hours. Went pretty slow, just took my time. Lots of snow, really. So yeah, let's get up here. Here's the plaque. Where is it? Up here. There we go. It looks so enormous today. Let's climb up. Alright, plaque. And me. I'll just hang out and have my own summit. Okay, here we are. There's that plaque, that die-cut one. There's the moon, there's Venus. Here comes the sun. There's Lone Pine. There's some hikers coming up the mountain. Alright, it's kind of windy. I'm going to go in the shed, the shack, whatever. Okay, sitting in the shack, waiting for the sun. It's coming soon. Must be about 6:30 by now. Bit of snow in here. I'm just sitting on my bivvy on the wood to stay as warm as possible, keeping my feet off the snow. Yeah, and I got my puffy on. I'm comfy. Had a little summit safety meeting, and so we are ready for sunrise. Ready for sunrise. Still no one here. It's almost sunrise. cold and windy. Oh man. Whew. Sit there. Ooh, nice belt of Venus. No one's here yet. Just so beautiful today. Really just amazing color today. What a morning. Beautiful dog. Just amazing. Alright, well I'm gonna get going. I've been up here for an hour. Still the only person here. It's just a beautiful sunrise. The snow, really bounces the light and color around, makes it look really nice. Cool. Yeah, I want to start moving because the snow's just going to keep getting slushier all day. So I'd rather just head down. This was a great night, really beautiful morning, and I'll enjoy the day on my way down. Wow, just fantastic. The colors today, man, wow. Don't want to leave. But oh well, time to go. Ooh, that's picture worthy. Oh yeah. Okay, I've passed 5 people now, 3 parties who are on their way up. I saw the one person at the trailhead. He left the trailhead at 7 p.m. I left at 10, and he camped at trail camp. And then the other people left trail camp at 4, and then the other people left trail camp at 3:30. So I had, I guess, passed all those people just barely, and they were the people I saw starting to make their way up the switchbacks as I was pretty far up the switchback, and I could see lots of lights down at trail camp and on the lower switchback. So that was all them. So that's cool. They all had a good night, and they've all successfully made it up switchbacks, made it across Trail Crest, made it here. They all seem in good spirits, and that makes me happy. I just like seeing people having a good day on the mountain. keeps going. Woo. All right, GMT Junction. Back at GMT Junction. We got 8.7. I don't see any fresh prints, and no one I saw today yet was coming from here. It was all people coming from Whitney Portal. All right, gotta go up this hill and then we get to Trail Crest. Mount Hitchcock looks so cool with the snow. Last climb of the day. Back up to Trail Crest and then down the switchbacks. And then it's downhill the whole way. Back to Trail Crest. There's the switchbacks. They go down to trail camp. These are all the drifts where I had to break trail last night coming up on my own. It was kind of deep, knee deep sometimes, and not unsteep, but not like slick ice, so it's not really dangerous. There's no like self-arrest need. You're not going to go sliding very far. Yeah, this is a lot of snow. Whew. Go down through here, because who knows what's up there, how deep that is. Holy crap, I'm post-tunneling past my knee. This is deep here. This is where the trail's washed out, so the snow just drifted right down it. Here, let's look at it again. Oh, that. A whole bunch of people coming up now. All right, I think that is the end of the big drifts. Trailside meadow, not as pretty in the winter with snow as it is in the summer and spring. Next stop, Mirror Lake. The snow's starting to get slushy. Down under tree line. Approaching Mirror Lake down there. Mirror Lake, covered in ice. Not doing any mirroring. Next stop, Outpost Camp. Lots of ice now. Back at trail camp. Outpost camp. That's some activity here at night, but not much. Looks like there's a lot more activity up at trail camp. Seems everyone's going kind of as far up as they can to make their summit day as optimal as possible. Whew, yeah, pretty empty. All the trail crossings, all the creek crossings, water crossings at Outpost Camp are easily passable. The rocks are exposed. And goodbye to Bighorn Park and Outpost Camp. Next stop is the Lone Pine Lake Junction. Back at Lone Pine Lake. It's down there. I'm not going. Let's go back to the trailhead. Well, I'm taking a stupid cutoff trail instead of main trail all the way down. It's close to the same anyway. But yeah, so it should be 0.6 miles down. Right. And we're back at Whitney Portal Trailhead, but we came down the back way the last half mile. A little shortcut. Last thing, I'm gonna hop in here, grab some fries and a soda, and then I'm done. Oh yeah, let's go.
She just said,